Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Robben Island.
And everything.
Then once you're done, then go.
Yeah.
Welcome to another vlog. Let's go to Robben Island. So my experience at Robben Island was really amazing. For a period of time I was just really feeling sad for everything that I guess the politicians had to go through for our freedom, and they actually mentioned how it's so sad that they feel like only a selected number of people such as Nelson Mandela are recognized for the struggle, whereas a lot of people participated in everything. However, I was having fun in the boats and not really thinking about all of that, because that's what we know Robben Island is all about. And yeah, we were just getting really close, and this is the island. So I need you guys to really listen, because I can't really remember all the information that they shared with us into detail, but I do have some clips in there, so I don't wanna be telling you guys what they said, because then I'm not gonna share with you guys accurate information. So here we were in the bus. Before we got to the cells, we went into a tour bus where they were just explaining stuff to us whilst we were heading to the cells.
But you know, we don't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Robben Island. 7 of them kept together with criminals. Those were the first political prisoners to be on this island during apartheid. So they then, when they brought Poko in, they started sending prisoners to go and dig stones here on the island in what we call stone quarries. Then the same prisoners who dug that stone, they had them supervised by professionals when they used that stone to build some buildings on this island. Prisoners built that prison, they had to start by removing gravestones there. They built that prison over graves. That's how large this gravesite you are seeing to your right hand side. It's from where the prison is. And it even goes further down to your right hand side. But the graves that you will find on this part of this island, they are from one of many times when the world was stricken hard by a disease known as leprosy. Have you ever heard of leprosy, ladies and gentlemen? Some of us have. They speak a lot about it in the Bible. During the biblical times, they used to believe that if you have leprosy, it means that there's a sin that you committed and God has one of 13 stone quarries that are on this island. And 12 of them goes as far back as slavery period. Only one was started from scratch during apartheid times. And apartheid prisoners worked 3 of these quarries, including the one they started from scratch, and this one. But apartheid times, they opened this one for labor in 1964 when they wanted to surface roads on this island. Even one. To our left hand side here, these are actually dog kennels that were built here in the late 1970s when authorities were dealing with the 1976 uprising group, very handful group. So they wanted to enhance security to intimidate these young prisoners with hopes that they will calm down. It's quite a distance. You know what's funny? It would be rough.
So these penguins are just slowly decreasing in population. Very sad, hey? And they had given us a quick stop here, I think for about 15 minutes, just to purchase anything if you need to, get some fresh air. And right there is the Table Mountains, and now we are headed for the cells.
Check these cells. Take your notes, take your pictures. We're going to meet at cell. It's F1, it's G1, G2, G3, G4. Yeah? We're going to meet at G1 after 5 minutes. Okay. Right? And be careful. What?
So these are the cells. Quite honestly, I didn't expect the floors to be so shiny and the artwork on the walls. But I guess since it is a museum, there were some changes. But then this is the structure, and these are the actual cells where I guess prisoners were kept, and they'd use these rugs to sleep on them. Can you imagine?
The communal cell. There's this thing. Yeah.
Of prisoners here were African people. Okay? And then over here, this is the type of food that was provided to us, the Africans. Okay? Another highlight. When you arrive here, you would be given a prison number. Okay. This prison number had all of this information, but what was interesting were two aspects. You would be grouped from 1 to 4, or A, B, C, D, right? So if you're in 4 or D, no privileges at all. At all, okay? You receive one letter after every 3 months. You receive one visit per year from your parents, okay? And it also meant in terms of privileges.
So this is another section of the prison, and this is where we will get to see Nelson Mandela's cell.
All of them, but you just want to see one. Yes. Okay? On your right, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's done. I'm done.
And everything.
Then once you're done, let's go.
Yeah, this was Nelson Mandela. Oh, you're right.
And that was the end of our tour, and we were taking the long walk to freedom. They actually called it like that. They actually said it is the long walk to freedom, because then we just had to walk our way back to the boat so it can take us back to land. I had an amazing experience, and it's just a fraction of what I experienced, what I am sharing with you, but I do hope that it was informative and you guys had fun with me as well. Thank you.